洗澡。要是师傅这样针对你，别往心里去。
Holy shit, Blizzard. I was in for a surprise. As much as I used to bash Blizzard Entertainment or Blizzard slash Activision's business practices as a company, I was mildly surprised with this. They were going up against three contenders that actually already had, you know, their dips inside of this genre somewhat. But, man, I am surprised. Now, am I going to talk about the other games? Kind of. Am I going to basically compare them and review them? No, I'm here to talk about Overwatch. And man, Blizzard completely surprised me. So, why did they surprise me? Well, I know they're an older company and blah blah. You already knew I used to talk about WoW and stuff like that. But I was surprised because this is their first take on this type of genre. Like a team shooter, which has become all the rave nowadays. And they did it surprisingly well. And not just with the whole gameplay aspect. They did it with the characters. That's what really sold me on this, is the characters and the different specializations they have. For a good example, some characters might have. No character plays the same. That's the best I can say. Now, if you guys know my opinions on things, I do things ad lib. So basically, I don't really write down a script or write down anything to have me go by. All this is just straight what I feel at the moment and what I want to touch base on without. It's basically scripted, like I don't know, acapella or something. But this game really, really surprised me, and I will be buying this game. As much as I bash Blizzard Entertainment and Activision, is because I like some of their stuff. I love World of Warcraft. That's why I critique it, and I wanted to get better. Same thing what I said when I was doing the whole WildStar thing. I love those games, so I want to critique them. I want to make them. I want to make sure they get better. But this, oh man, this is a gem in the rough. So let's get down to the characters. So let's just out and say it. Fucking fantastic job on Blizzard's part. I mean, I love this game, and although it doesn't have the modes that the other games have, and the amount of content or so on and so forth, I mean, right now, I was really looking forward to Paladins, but I read some shit up on that, and I don't really like where that's going. But that's another story for another day. This is about Overwatch, and goddamn, Blizzard, you did a damn good job. Characters have personality, they're different. Like, for example, I'm running around as Soldier 76, and he is your traditional character, to be honest. He's got what the Call of Duty kids used to call the noob tube, except they're triple rockets. But other than that, he actually has a traditional sprint as his shift, versus someone like, Widowmaker or May, who has, well, who has how could I put this, May has, well, she has an ice block. And what it does, it absorbs incoming damage for a short period of time and actually heals her. Which is kind of awesome. She can't sprint around in that big baggy parka she's wearing. And also, another character has a really unique shift as well, which is Zarya, who is a tank and can give people shields and can shield herself with her. She can shield herself with shift, and she can give people shields with shift, which is pretty diverse, man. It is pretty diverse. No character plays alike. Hell, Widowmaker is essentially, well, Spider-Man with, well, woman version, whatever, sniper rifle. Man, that felt great. Widowmaker, basically her ult, she can show people on the board for a short period of time to all her teammates. So yeah, this is a very legit, very well polished team shooter. It's kind of weird because this is Blizz's first go at a team shooter, and man, it just makes my heart go all a flutter. Kind of like how Dirty Bomb did. I mean, it still does, but man, this is coming from Blizz. By the way, Mei is like the cutest character out of this game. I mean, her and Zarya, but seriously, I think it's got to go to Mei. And that character concept, holy shit, it's got to go to Mei. As the game stands, as of right now, in its state, in the state that it's in now, it's a blast to play. Hey, get on with a couple of friends, do a couple custom matches, piss people off, so on and so forth. I mean, I've seen an entire team full of Tracers and Reapers at one point, and it's not something to be taken seriously right now. Now, I'm not doubting that this will not have a competitive scene. I mean, it will. It's a shooter, but it feels right. The animation feels right. It reminds me of Disney's Pixar animation. The characters' facial expressions, emotions, sayings, their kits. I'm thinking of it like it's like Smite or something. Basically, their abilities, which you will be fumbling between Q and E for your abilities, and sometimes Shift, which I don't have to press like C and R and T and Y and P all the way on the other side of the board, or other side of the keyboard. But the game is definitely just fun to just shoot your shit with your friends. It's you get on and you shoot shit. It's not a MOBA, it's a team shooter. Get on and you shoot shit. That's what's to it. But I can see a couple things that will actually somewhat turn people off of this game. And that is the character locking. Now, like I said, some people will take this game very seriously, and just because we don't have enough offensive players or defensive players, which the inside of the match during the character selection screen will show you, and there is 21 characters in this game. Don't quote me on that, but I did count 21 characters in this game, plus ones that are going to come out after this, new champions. But not having the ability to lock characters will probably turn a couple of people off, especially from the MOBA community. But this is kind of a team shooter, so like Team Fortress, you could run around with a bunch of scouts if you wanted to. But the things that I would like to see in this game is a story mode. Deliver us a campaign, Blizzard. That's what I would love to see. I already love the characters, I already like the lore, but all we can expand on is the multiplayer. Let's get ourselves a campaign of some sort that explains how these characters or people got like this. Hell, I would even suffice with a short comic, if that is not already confirmed. I want to get more intrigued into the universe of Overwatch and Blizzard. Come on now, you did World of Warcraft, you did StarCraft, and Diablo. I believe that you can pull it off with a lore and a campaign with Overwatch. So we're coming to the end of the video. So tell me what you guys think. You like Overwatch? You don't like Overwatch? Will you be getting Battleborn, or are you still waiting for Paladins to get better? Let me know in the comment sections below. This is AliGo75, and maybe I will see you guys in Overwatch.